Yo, what is going on, fam? Andre Moneyback back at it again with another video here. And today, as you guys can see, I'll be looking to get in for a long position on GBP/USD and shorting GJ. So those are the two major pairs that I'll be looking in for tonight's London session. Now, before I get started into this, go ahead and click that like button down below. Smash that like button. Go ahead and comment if you have any questions at the end of the video or anything that you did not understand. Just go ahead and comment below so I can go ahead and explain to you guys in a different separate video. And also make sure to join Pitts Profit Club, where I go live every single day with my students and take these live trades with alongside with them and answer any questions they have in live sessions. So go ahead, click the link in the description or the link in bio, and I'll see you guys in my next live session inside of Pitts Profit Club. So now let's go ahead and get started. So on GBP/USD, I'm gonna go ahead and explain why I'm getting for this buy position. So if we actually look at this daily or weekly time frame, so going back to the weekly time frame, right, we want to make sure that we're looking at the big time frame perspectives here. Why? Because the bigger the time frame you look at, the more data, the more information you get from the market in the past. So right here on this weekly time frame, we could see how market has just been rallying up to the upside. And on this weekly time frame, we already cleared out the relevant equal highs that we had here. Now, every time that we clear relevant equal highs, relevant equal lows, where does market tend to chase to? It tends to chase towards an accumulation of price candle and fulfilling imbalance in the past, which we do have over here on the weekly time frame. So we have imbalance from the past over here. That imbalance reacts like empty gaps, right? So those empty gaps, what do they tend to happen when market opens? They tend to be fulfilled once again. They fill in price. That's an empty price that has not been filled in the past before. So market's going to tend to fill in that empty price and potentially come and test into our accumulation of price candle right here, which is our last bullish candle before this rally down. So once we reach that area, we can now start getting in for some selling positions. But overall, right now, we still have a lot to go to the upside to get in for those buying positions. We still have around 428 pips more to rally to the upside. So on shorter time frames, such as the 4-hour, 1-hour, 15-minute time frame that we'll be getting in for entries, those are areas that we'll be getting for long positions. So coming into this daily time frame, we just kind of want to see more confirmations on lower time frames, see what other data we could gather here, right? So right here on the daily time frame, we just see that there's a lot of distribution going on. So we have a lot of distribution here, which is a lot of sideways market, which is creating that liquidity, buy side and sell side liquidity. Currently, as we see right now, market has currently broken below the sell side liquidity, clear out the sell stops, right? So we have stop losses that have now been cleared on this daily time frame. So we zoom in here. We might not see it that good on this on these daily time frame, but if you look at the 4-hour time frame, lower time frame, you can see it more and more clear throughout the lower time that we go into. So let's go into the 4-hour time frame. Here on the 4-hour time frame, we could see how we just broke below the lows here, clearing out some liquidity that we had in the past to now potentially start spiking to the upside and clearing out my buy side liquidity, which is all this equal highs that we have right here on this 4-hour time frame. So I'm waiting for that market retracement coming into my 4-hour and 1-hour accumulation of price candle that we'll be having right here, which is a buy limit that I'm going to be placing. So by the time that you guys see this video, you guys could also place that buy limit there. So just go ahead and look at the 1-hour time frame here real quick. So here on the 1-hour time frame as well, we have all this buy side liquidity up here, which is all this wicks. So retail traders, they get in for sales here. Why do they get in for sales in these areas? Because they just see a strong resistance that has been respected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So therefore, the retail traders are going to start getting in for sales. But us as institutional traders, we just know that here is an area of accumulation that's accumulating those sellers or those buyers, depending if you're buying or selling in the market. Therefore, those are areas that we're going to be aiming for as in take profits to be wiped out, because that's our areas where we have all the stop losses of our retail traders. So over here, where we can start seeing our momentum to the upside that we had, we see that big push to the upside, that rally up, which is creating that 1-hour imbalance area. So therefore, I'm just waiting for that 1-hour imbalance area to be filled in, which is filling in the imbalance, this big candle that you guys see here. If we come into this 15-minute time frame, we could actually see how that is just an imbalance that reacts as what? Empty gaps in the market, right? So therefore, what's going to happen? Market is going to tend to fulfill in that empty gap that we have. So all we're waiting for the market to fill in that area to start getting for those buying positions. So just coming back into the 1-hour, when we fill in that area, I would want to see it test into our accumulation price candle that we see right there, which is our last bearish candle before the move to the upside. So therefore, I'll be placing the buy limit here. Now, my stop loss, when it comes to stop losses, I always tend to put it 10 to 15 pips below or above our commission price candle. If we're buying, I put it below. If we're selling, we're putting it above, right? So in this case, I'm going to put it 10 to 15 pips below. So 10 to 15, it's going to be around here, which is 15 pips below this commission price candle, which is a total stop of around 23. I'll just go ahead and round that up into 24 pips. So let's go ahead and round that up into 24 pips here. So let's see, 24, 25, yeah, right there should be good. Around that 24 pip stop loss. And our first take profit is always going to be on those equal highs, which would be aiming for 77 pips. But our overall TP, we should be having two take profits, which the first one, it should be right there, clearing out all those equal highs. And our overall should be an open take profit. We just come and aim all the way up to over here, which is our weekly accumulation price candle, right? So there we have it. This our entry price for that buy limit. This our overall take profit. We have our first take profits right on the equal highs, and our stop loss is right here, right at 25 pips, which is our stop loss right there. So therefore, that is the take profit, and that is the stop loss that we have for GBPUSD. Now, if you have any questions, like I said, go ahead and comment below on the comments if you have any questions that you have on GU. Therefore, I'm going to be going now over GJ. So GJ, I'm actually going to be looking to get in for some selling positions. Actually, no, I'm going to just wait for the buy. That's going to be too risky. We wait for those sales, right? So right now, all I'm waiting for is for market to fill in its imbalance area that we have down here in the past. So we have this imbalance area that has not been filled in never before. On top of that, we also have this accumulation price candle that has to and still needs to be tested so we can start getting for those buy positions. So my buy limit is this one right here. I do have my buy limit here. This is the take profit at stop loss. So this is the entry price. This is the profit area and the stop loss area. So I'm gonna just go ahead and explain it more in depth right now on why that is that I'll be looking for buys there and why it is to be starting to short now, right? So we look at the weekly time frame. The reason we should be seeing market to start shorting is because we have now filled in imbalance area from the past over here. So we filled in this imbalance area. On top of that, we did also come and test into our accumulation price candle, which is our last bullish candle before the push down that we have right there. So therefore, you guys can see, tapped right into it. Price came and filled that price super, super good to now start getting for shorting positions. Now, that short, I'm not going to get in because I should still keep on rising to the upside to clear out relevant equal highs that we left up here. So that's just going to be a small retracement lower time frames to come and fill in that 1 hour imbalance. Once we clear fill in that 1 hour imbalance, we can now start looking in for buying positions once again, because apparently right now it's forming that false formation, which is that false head and shoulder pattern, right? With false head and shoulder pattern, if you guys want to know what that is or how that works, just go to my YouTube channel and have everything there so we can learn every single thing that I teach on my students, everything on my YouTube as well, which I teach step by step on what I do and what are false formations or false patterns or false trend lines as well. But yeah, with that being said, this is my entry for GJ that I'm waiting for to get in for a buy position for GPJPY. So therefore, that concludes today's video. Go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and give me a comment down below if you have any questions. And remember, I do live sessions every day with my students at Piss Private Club. So go ahead and click the link in bio or down below on the link in the description also as well. Click that description link, and I'll see you guys in my next live video. With that being said, happy trading and good night.